we are live. Let us see. There we go. Let's see. Okay, looking good. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Thursday morning, the 10:10. It is officially Taiwan Day today. And let's see, let me get this thing all set over here. 10:10, Taiwan Day. I don't know why this thing is in a 4x3 format. Good morning, Uber. How are you? Nice to see you. Shamaj, Diane, everybody else on the side chat. I don't know why I'm letterboxed here this morning. Good morning, good DF, Nathan, Jackie, and Valerie Looney. Nice to see you this morning. I should say just about pushing afternoon now. And anybody else getting excited for Las Vegas? Hey, Thelma Lou, how are you this morning? And it is Thursday. Yeah, thank you, Diane. What's up, my world in OKC? Hey, Barrow, I want to thank Patty Wakefield again for the wonderful Coleman sleeping bag here. Good to minus 17, 0 to minus 17 degrees. Isn't that great? Hello, Maria. Yep, good morning. Eat a chicken wing at Walmart, Southtown in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah, good morning, Allie. How are you today? And isn't that a nice gift? You know, they don't sell them locally in the stores here. You have to go to a REM store, recreational something here, and they're like $150. So this is really nice because usually people aren't down to the cold extremes here, but this is going to be really nice, that bag. What's up, Harvey? Of course, Harvey, I can't see you on your other account. Well, one day we may figure out why that is on there. And let me get underway. There's a secret place I want to show you someday near Barstow. What is it, an abandoned place or something like that? Yeah, it's doing good. Yeah, it's a nice bag, isn't it, Allie? It is a nice bag. Diane, what is it? Like a haunted place or what? People want me to focus on haunted Vegas this time around. The whole place is a horror show. Missy, Jenn is doing pretty good today. I'll give you a quick peek. Give a wave, Jenn. There she is. Missy? There she is over there. She's having a good morning. She's taking it easy very much still. I'm keeping my eye on her. How you doing, Dawn? Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to you. Yep. So there's the Missy over there with the bright sunlight coming in. Another beautiful day. And there's Georgie boy at the door. And I think Marshall's fixing something for lunch. No, a business, a restaurant, gift shop, ice cream. Diane, is that Peggy Sue's Diner? It sounds like Peggy Sue's Diner. Let's see, Allie says, I'm repairing my dad's collar-on shirt. He's 93, and the shirt is probably 50 years old. Wow, no kidding, huh? Wow. How you doing, Jay Money? What's going on? Yeah, I think I'm not sure if we'll be doing some spaghetti tonight on the Rancho. Was Missy Jenn mad that he ate Georgie's treats? Jenn, were you mad that one of the hot dogs for Georgie went down Marshall's gullet? Huh? She was furious over there. So. Yeah, okay, yes, that's a very cool place, yeah. I see you now, Harvey. I got no idea. Like I said, it's one of the mysteries of the world why I can't see you on the Harvey De Niro channel. Very strange. Strange indeed. Yeah, so I judged Missy Jenn. She had the infusion on Tuesday. Yesterday she was out and about a little bit. She's looking pretty chipper today, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm making sure she eats. She probably went a little too far on the weight loss there. So I want to make sure that she's eating well. So yeah, isn't that nice? This nice, beautiful Coleman bag. I will be comfortable in little rascal, that's for sure. The only real wintertime venture I want to do, and I will drive the van up, but I won't subject Missy Jenn to sleeping in the van. I want to go up to an overnighter in Reno. We have this tradition first weekend after Thanksgiving. We pack it in and go up to Reno, and we have a couple nights up there. It gives Missy Jenn kind of a change of place, gets her chilled out a little bit, and we have a lot of fun. And then I go out and do some nighttime chooching on the streets of Reno. I guess I had my aperture set incorrectly, Harvey. I'll have to fix it next time. It's a 4x3 as opposed to a 16x9. Um, the problem is, Harvey, in the old days, before YouTube discontinued the Hangouts, you could just fire up a Hangout. I could go to the Rosie McNamara channel, fire up a Hangout, go to Rosie Murphy, fire up a Hangout, go to Rosie O'Kelly, fire up a Hangout. Now it's a two-step process. I've got to start Streamlabs, right? And then I got to start put the YouTube side, and they're joined together by the encoder key. Well, sometimes, like last night, I was on the Rosie McNamara channel, and I forgot to switch Streamlabs to the Rosie O'Kelly channel, so I started a Hangout and got all bollocksed up. So you understand, it's a lot. Hey, how you doing, Mouse Toes? It's a lot of different hoops that you got to jump through now to get things going. It is a pain. It is a pain. And I know a lot of people are using Zoom. I know a lot of people are using. What's that, Jen?
Those are the new sirens. When you hear them, that means evacuate.
Okay. If you hear that noise, that means prepare to evacuate.
Yeah, the police, you have those on every.
Okay. All right. So we're just getting the agenda today. Is I want to continue to address the electrical system on the Lisa Marie and do some more testing on that, reconnect some cables, get them cleaned up, and see if we can get that charging system up to tip-top shape. I don't want to tell somebody to buy an alternator for $200 unless it's absolutely necessary. And it seems to me like the alternator is putting out just fine the requisite amount of voltage on that. So Laura's Hope, have a good day. Hope you're feeling better. Continual prayers for yourself. So there's the great Laura's Hope in there. Nice to see you, sweetie. We are not getting, this is the kooky thing. I mean, I was at a store early this morning, and the people that worked at the store were griping that they had all their food go bad because their power's been off, and we've hardly had any wind at all. So I don't know what the deal is. I think mostly it's down south with the Santa Ana winds, but I don't know. They're continuing to increase the areas of blackout. We're up to something on the order of 800,000 homes now without power. We haven't gotten really any winds at all. So some people are very, 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 very upset. Hey, Amy, how are you today? So I'll be doing that a little bit today and maybe start. I decided to do the Halloween decorations when I come back from Las Vegas. Reason being is it really gets me in the spirit of Halloween once I get back on the 20th. It's 11 days till Halloween. Get all the light show up, get everything all decorated here for the rancho. In the meantime, there's a couple days to kill, and Marshall was saying, hey, we might as well just start gutting the van or whatever, so we'll probably begin doing that. Diane, I've not been to Peggy Sue's Diner before. No, I have not. Good morning, Yosemite Spirit. Nice to see you. Hey Vanessa, how are you, honey? My London doll. Yeah, thank you. LaDonna says, please blow Missy Jen a kiss from me. There you go, Jen. LaDonna in Texas, the great state of Texas, sends you a kiss. There we go. Okay.
Thank you.
What's up? Beach is life. Yes, it is. So I'm very happy, Missy Jen. It seems like every time she cycles, I know the first time that she started Ocrevis 2 years ago, it really whacked her when she came out of that. I mean, she really dipped down, and it took her about 2 weeks to recover. I'm looking at her today. You're always going to have, I think, some digestive issues when you have that done. So other than that little bit of stomach discomfort and stuff, I think that she's doing pretty well. So I've been keeping an eye on her. Hey, Shannon. Okay, Diane says lots of fun at Peggy Sue's Diner. I'm not sure how hidden it is, Diane, because 25 miles away from Barstow, you start seeing the signs for Peggy Sue's 1950s Diner. I'm not quite sure how hidden it is. And every time I go past it, there's like 30 semis parked there and probably 100 cars. So it must be a good place. Thank you, Harvey. And maybe we'll check it out. Maybe we'll check it out on the way. I'm not sure this time. JK NoCal, how you doing? What's up, JK? JK NoCal in the house. So she's doing really good. Yeah, they put plenty of signs up. I mean, I could almost drive the route with my eyes closed to get down there. So once again, I'm going to, yeah, JK, still no power up there. The Boston Janet's power came on in Fairfield. So, I don't know about where you are, JK. There's no wind down here at all in the ghetto. So I'm not sure where it is up in your area, in the fancy dancy areas of Sonoma County. There it is. Buddy Holly says, I wrote Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty little Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy. Oh, Peggy Sue. All right, take care, Laura. We are on a well, so it sucks. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can come down and if you want to, you can stop by and you can use the power, mate. I got a 2,000 watt portable generator, JK. If you want to pop down, you can pick it up. So it's here for the taking and using, my friend. And 2,000 watts should easily power anything. Hey, how you doing, Yasmin? Nice to see you. Yeah, we're going to start popping by your streams, Yasmin, as soon as things calm down a little bit on the rancho. So yeah, JK, I got a 2,000 watter if you need it. So it's hardly been used. It's well broken. It's a Power Mate 2000. No, run for. I don't. Too many cooks. This is a very small van, and I don't want people to come down and have their hands in their pocket. There's just not a lot. The room inside is very small. The amount of space inside, and it really is. It's going to be a little on the slow side, especially in the beginning, because things have to be figured out on the fly as the van is being gutted and everything, and I'll get videos accordingly on that. First thing is getting it cleaned up as much as possible inside, and then begin to take the gear out. I may be baking tonight. I'm not sure. Marshall and I might do a cooking stream tonight. Maybe have just some simple spaghetti or something like that. Fire up my cook stove and do a little cooking, and then do something of an adult nature tonight. I might bake something. I might do a little teeny weeny bikini hangout. I haven't done one in a while. I have some maraschino cherries I'd like to use. I'm thinking about making some cherry scones. I think that might be pretty good. Hey, Friction, how are you? Good afternoon, Marshall.
Good afternoon. I don't know why Rosie's coffee is so dark. How many coffee grounds you put in there? It was so dark.
I don't know. You're just used to drinking milk with coffee flavor, I think. Where's your jug today? Huh? I've never seen somebody use a 1-quart coffee cup before.
Why is
my coffee is perfect? Okay, you just like it very
How many grounds did you put
creamy.
in there?
We put 1 scoop of Tim's in. That's all.
It's unusually dark.
It's unusually tasty too. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing. Who knows? Maybe Marshall will guest star tonight on Teeny Weeny Bikini. Gonna make some maraschino chairs. I don't know why I'm 4x3 and not 16x9 on here this morning. Okay, take care, Jackie. Take care. Let's see. So we got yeah. So JK, if you want the generator, just shoot me a text message. You're about 15 minutes away, and you can just easily tie that into your well, and that would be cool. If I could help you out at all, that would be a great thing. Let's see. No, my power. I'm getting a lot of text messages about the power. The power's on. Hello, Charles. How are you? Hey, Joe Smith. So I was telling people I want to continue to address the electrical re-terminate some cables and make fresh connections for some of the stuff over there.
Right.
There's too much exposed copper. When you put the hood down, as you were mentioning, arcing and other things that go on there. It's because it's,
I recommended that I need new battery.
How you doing, Hop Frog? Marshall, I looked at them.
terminals.
All they need is a re-termination. Okay, the copper's still good inside of them. All right, especially on your ground side of that thing. But a new voltage regulator. Okay, take care, Diane. Have a good day.
We're going to get started on the project today. I encourage Rosie that I'll be taking out the jackknife
Thank you,
sofa.
Tiger.
Of Lisa Marie, the jackknife sofa. I'm going to be putting it up for
Hey,
sale.
Tess.
For
Hi,
$200 or best offer. If nobody buys it, I'm willing to. If nobody buys it within this van build time that I'm here, I'll probably end up donating it to anyone who needs it. If you're willing to pick it up at the Rancho. If not, we'll end up throwing it away because Rosie doesn't have room for storage. So, but these jackknife sofas cost $800 to $1,000.
Loving the streams.
Thank you. Let me see who that was. Anybody see who that was on there? Thank you very much. Did anybody catch it? I'm on the wrong screen here. So whoever did that, please just acknowledge on the side chat there so I can say thank you to you. Hey Jay, how you doing today? So yeah, I'm happy Marshall can get to work on that. Oh, it was me. Thank you, Beach's Life. Much appreciated, honey. Loving these streams. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know if the thing popped up. I heard it. I need to get a couple things fixed before I go to Vegas. Marshall likes really a Mexican style coffee con leche. I think with a lot of cream in it.
Rosie likes her coffee dark.
I don't really like it dark. I just think that's a medium cup of coffee right there. I don't even like Starbucks because it's too acidic for me and it's too much of a roast.
Okay.
No, we're not on the power outage side. Nice to say. We've not lost power yet down there. It's not to say we won't. Because even though there's not a leaf stirring on the trees, they're still enlarging the blackout areas by the day. So I don't know. That's why I offered JK no cows on a well.
I had
So
a quick question for you in the audience. You know, a lot of people sell a lot of things on Craigslist. We all know that. But there's been a new thing that has came up in the past couple of years.
Facebook
Marketplace and OfferUp. Have any of you had any luck with that comparing it to Craigslist?
sugar cane.
As far as selling things compared to Craigslist?
I'm not on Facebook anymore, so.
Well, just a question to the audience: Is it easier to sell something on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace as opposed to Craigslist? Because that's a new thing that's
until
going
8
on.
p.m. tonight, the wind warning. Okay, JK. I've never used it. Like I say, I've done all of my business on Craigslist as well as eBay. I bought my Coachman camper van off of eBay. I think I paid all in with discount about $5,000 for that. Are you fully relying on electric, or any of your appliances run on gas? I do have a gas Fisher Paykel 5 burner, wok burner, professional stove in here with the convection oven in it. So that is totally gas. We now have the ability to generate almost 6,000 watts of power here between Marshall's generator and my PowerMate generator. You're talking about 5,800 watts of power here. So no matter what happens, we are all set. Samantha says we don't have Craigslist here, so I do a lot of buying and selling on Facebook. I've had good experiences. Let's see. Quinny says my son used Let Go with a lot of success. Just an FYI. Is that a standalone app, or is it an attachment to a social media platform, Quinny?
Well, a lot of people are saying they're having good experience with Facebook Marketplace. I see a lot of people selling stuff on there. I'll be making a video of this jackknife sofa, and I'll be putting it on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and I'm going to be asking a really cheap price for it, $200 or best offer. But these things go for $500. They go for, I've seen them for $600 to $1,000 online.
Okay. Okay, it's a standalone platform. JK said city water. Well, we're actually we're dual capability. As you know, for years I produced a lot of moonshine here, and we needed to use well water due to not having the chlorination and all that. So we have well water that's piped into the irrigation system, and it's also used to cool down the still. When the still runs, you need cool water for condensing the ethanol vapors on the side of the column. So, and then we use regular city water for household needs here. So we have dual function capability here. We're actually one of the last houses in the city of Santa Rosa that actually has a well on the property. So they're always under pressure to have us cap that and close that well, and we don't want to do it. How you doing, Jen? Jen, nice to see you. Good afternoon, Kit and Cat. Yeah, it's great for growing. It does a good job. Like I said, if we had to irrigate this property with all of the fruit trees that we grow here and the front lawn, it would literally cost us $300 a month in just our water bill here. That's how expensive it is. There you go, spirits, no problem. Good afternoon, Blue Waffles. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see. Yes, nice to see Kitten Cat back. She's become a certified millionaire now. I think she sold her property now. So I try to stay off the grid as much as possible, but you got to remember, as Marshall's discovered, you don't need air conditioning here in this area. So our power and gas is $60 a month in the summer months. It's cheap. You know, so we save a lot of money. Yeah, it's expensive to live here, but we make it up in gas and electric. So, moonshine, our stuff comes off at 184 proof, Yasmin, which is 92% pure ethanol. And I don't drink. They call that white dog when it comes off of the worm or the parrot there off of the still. I don't drink that. What we used to do was put that into newly charred American oak barrels and produce bourbon with it. And a lot of people have gotten samples of that. Francis, Kaz out in the Slab City, Debbie Lynn, TR Prepper. A lot of people have had samples of that. So I will take some of the 180 and just sip on that very slowly, but it's got a real burn to it. Oh, you're still not done with closing. Well, Kit and Cat, I know you'll burrow through it. Closing these days is so complicated, especially in the state of California. It's like 105 documents of pages now you have to do when you sell a place, with all kinds of disclosures. If anybody was shot in your immediate neighborhood or murdered, and all this kind, you have to attach police stuff and all kinds of things. Yeah, with the price of bottled water, it might be an impressive venture for you to sell your well water for $1 a gallon. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, the city of Santa Rosa wants to force everybody onto the city water system, and they really have a hard on for forcing people to close up their wells. Well, we refuse to do that, so we have to we have to have a special license, and we have to have a backflow device checked every year to make certain that our well lines aren't back feeding into the city of Santa Rosa and the Sonoma County Water Authority's lines. So, let's see. I love apple pie moonshine. Well, tonight I got some maraschino cherries. I'm not sure what I might do. I might just have a Trollorama tonight on McNamara. I know Marshall will be updating people, and he's like, I'm ready to go on the build. I'm like, go for it, bro. If you want to start removing things like couches, go
while
for
Rosie's
it.
mind is on Vegas, my mind is on a lot bigger fish to fry, and that's the Lisa Marie build. And we need to get started, take advantage of the good weather
Well,
here.
I
We
told
have a
you,
lot
really, I'm
of,
already accelerating because I said I wasn't even going to turn a wrench on it until November. So, but that does not mean that you can't get in there and do what needs to be done
right.
to gut it. Vicky's screaming on the side chat. Wow, he's screaming about.
The bottom line
Hey, matey,
is
mate.
Rosie's had her beach time. Now it's time to get her hands dirty. Ain't no more
Yes,
beach.
he's done a couple chores here so far, kid and cat, and there's many more to do. Let's get it
It's
going.
time
Well,
to get
that's
work on the rancho.
time
We
to
got
work on the
trees to cut over
rancho.
here.
More trees to cut.
We've got wood to cut. We've got projects to do around here. It's time to get
Yeah,
her
I don't really care
hands
about
dirty.
the van. Like I said, it cannot be my top priority. I can't. When you're older and 61, you don't have the physical strength that you used to, and I'm not. My days of doing big time demolition, I can be a technical advisor and say, hey, don't cut that line there. We might explode the van. But other than that, this El Toro, man, this guy is a bull. He can do the demo and stuff like that. I'll give a hand. I'll give a hand when I can, but there's nothing that should slow down the process on that. Yeah, so my priorities are a little different, right? But we will get it done, and by the time it's done, it'll be I think it'll be a first class job. And then I'm thinking about the exterior too, and cheap solutions for revitalizing that and bringing that back into tough shape. But I don't mind working a little bit on the electrical system and seeing why we're not getting the throughput to the when all the accessories and things are on. May or may not be the issue. Oh, thank you, Runmo. I'm an
There,
old bat.
there's also the electrical light in the back where the shower used to be. That's not working. That's something that Rosie's really good
Yeah, we'll
with
we'll just
electrical.
use our continuity tester, and we'll be able to test these various runs. I also want to look at the cruise controls. Not a top priority for me. I don't have a lot of sympathy. I've got 14,000 miles without cruise control without any issue, but eventually we'll take a look
The
at that.
problem with not having the cruise control
Hey,
working
Diane.
is when you don't use cruise control, your miles per gallon goes down. It's always better to use cruise control. Wouldn't you agree? In a vehicle, it's
Yeah, there'll
better.
be some. I'm sure he'll be doing some streams. Like I said, I wouldn't mind doing a. I'm gonna set up the camp stove tonight and probably make some spaghetti for everybody tonight. That might be a lot of fun. And I need to use up these. I need to get this some baking done. I'd like to make some cherry scones. I think that they would be really good to make tonight. And they're simple to make and they don't take a long time. Or I might just have a free for all Trollorama tonight. I'm not sure. Yeah, spaghetti. I do it simple style. We didn't pull any. We didn't have any tomatoes we grew this year, so it is. It's going to be just use, I don't know, I might get adventurous. It depends if I have any onion around. I think Marshall picked up some onion. I don't know. We'll see how adventurous I feel. I might make a sauce too, but that's got to simmer down and cook down for a
I
while.
want to make a cottage or shepherd's pie. I've
Well, I
always
make
wanted.
pot pies, so
Well, I
you
think
know,
cottage pie is better because there's no
all
dough
it is
involved.
mashed potatoes on
Mashed
top of
potatoes
the
on top of
filling.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll go live when doing the. I think we'll set that up today. So,
When are we gonna do some savory baking, Rosie?
well, probably daytime, maybe Sunday. I'll do something. I'm not sure. Remember, my thing is pastry chefing and that kind of thing. I'm not really much of a. I make a I make a great beef stew. But you can make a suggestion of things that we can try to knock out here on the Rancho, and that's fine. If you want to
How
make
about
I'd like to make
fish and chips recipe? We
I'd
already
like to
have the
do.
cod, right?
I know. I'd like to do a Brunswick stew. Is real good with the chicken and everything.
Rosie likes to bake. That's her thing.
Yeah, baking is
desserts.
fun, but I've cooked. I've done a lot of dishes. I've made tons of bread on this channel. I've done lasagna.
What's your favorite cake?
Oh, coconut cake. The king of cakes.
Rosie
Coconut.
loves coconut cream pie and coconut cake. She's a sucker for coconut.
Yeah, see, Tess cooks for you. She's a silver button YouTube member there. She's a amazingly kind gal in Pennsylvania. She has a cooking. She does all the cooking. She can make Chinese food. It looks better.
That's not Tess Tiskel, is it?
No, this is
Oh.
Tess Cooks for You. It's a different
Oh.
one on here, and she's been a wonderful friend for the better part of 2 years now. I love coconut. There's just some mouthfeel about coconut flakes, and
Hey, what about Boston cream pie?
I've made a Boston cream pie before.
You like those?
They're okay. I mean, they tend to be a little dry. I don't know. Do you like Boston cream pie?
Yeah. I like Boston cream pie.
Yeah, the signature pie on the Rancho is the lemon meringue here with the Mile High.
Yeah,
meringue.
that's something that I gotta try. And the signature
How you
cut of
doing,
meat is
four
the
scores?
tri-tip. That's the official cut.
Yeah, the official cut of the Rancho, the tri-tip on here.
Are you
so.
gonna wear that Elvis shirt that HX Ember made for you in Vegas?
Yeah, I got it right over here. I just wear that with,
Your Daisy Dukes.
yeah, I mean, it's a nice shirt. It's also good as a standalone for a pool shirt. So, do you have roast Sunday dinners in America with Yorkshire pudding and gravy? Usually Sunday we try to put a roast on or chicken or something like that for Sunday. That's the
What about gravy?
time that Marshall dines with us on Sunday night, and otherwise he prepares all of his own. He had this place smelling like the back of a Mexican restaurant.
What about
last
some
night.
nice
How did that
flaky-
turn out last night?
It
Then?
was okay, but what about some
You
nice...
overspiced that crap, man.
Not really. It was
It
just
was
some
so
chorizo.
sharp, and here it brought tears to my eyes. when
What
you were
about
making
some
that.
nice, fluffy buttermilk biscuits with some homemade sausage gravy? What about that? You're a
That's
baker,
what it
right? Would
is,
you make?
right?
What about those? I never seen you make biscuits. Did you ever make biscuits?
I've made biscuits a lot of times.
The instant ones. Not the
No, I
real
never.
ones.
I've made homemade biscuits too. I'm sure he'll be having a hangout to update what's going on in terms of the van build. Like I said, he's responsible for financial things, so he'll probably update. I don't even know where you stand right now in terms of what's going on with that. I'll let him update.
Well, I just want to let people know, and I was going to talk about this on my channel.
Well, don't let the cat out of the bag. If it's
Okay.
yeah.
I'll talk about it on my channel
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
I have to have a short hangout.
Hey,
on mine.
what's going on, Jordan Blue? Yeah, did he know what a job is? A job. How about
My job right now.
yeah, can you imagine a Boyd cookbook?
My job right now is YouTube, like I've said before, and my duty is to get the van build done on Lisa Marie. This is the biggest thing that ever happened in the history of Lisa Marie being on YouTube, and I have to take advantage of the tools here and Rosie's knowledge and guidance to be able to get to make my home better, and I'm excited about it.
You know, I did have a local craftsperson that reached out to me regarding possibly wanting to do some free work on any upholstery that might be needed on the.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they the
Yeah.
person around here?
Yeah, it's a Portuguese guy that's been in business since 1967.
Is he a YouTube watcher?
Yeah, he's a YouTube
Really?
watcher. Yep.
Well, we need to get the one thing that I'd like for the upholstery is I got to get my driver's seat redone.
But I'm not sure,
And the dinette to have a really nice.
He said I need to take a look at it first and then see, because normally he doesn't do. He's a very gifted guy.
Well, we have to make the dinette to make. We were going to make a nice cushion for the dinette.
Well, cushion for what? You don't put a cushion on top of the table. You put like a box seat or something?
Well, when you make the dinette, you have to make the cushion for it. When you make the back and bottom of the dinette.
Well, I thought that you were going to have a. Well, I don't. It'll be whatever. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about that.
It's a custom dinette.
We have different thoughts. I have a different idea in my head, so I need to hear your idea. So.
Well, I don't know your idea. Maybe we can talk about that.
No,
on my
I mean
channel.
I'm going to build to what you want to do in there. So you want to have a bench back seat there. You want to be sitting against the side wall with your back up to the wall? How do you want to sit at the dinette?
No, I told you before the dinette has to be a front-facing dinette. That's what I want. I don't want it facing.
Yeah, the table drops down.
The table drops down.
And then what do you
wall.
sit on?
Well, that's where you have to make the dinette. That's where everything's.
Well, it's not a dinette. It's a
booth.
It's a booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, does it have to be a two-sided booth or a one-sided? You need people to sit on. One facing back.
No. We're not going to have room for that.
Okay.
It's going to be a one-sided booth.
Yeah.
And that's a very, very essential thing. Your sitting area to sit down. That's going to be a much more essential than other things. So I'm going to have to fit in there. The table's going to have to be big enough to hold my laptop, to hold food. It's going to be a very
it has to have power ports and
exactly
and all that. So
and all that to hook up to things and charging ports and
120 volts.
I'm going to be spending a lot of time there. It's going to be a very, very essential area to sitting area for me. And so
where will Norm sit? Oh, thank you, Catcher on the Rye. I appreciate that. So anyway, we'll just have to see if it see as it evolves. I can't really forward think to see how much space opens up in there, and then see. You don't ever want anybody else to sit on the others. I mean, there might be room for it since that whole side's opened up. There might be a.
Oh, you mean for another
booth? Yeah, front and a back. I don't know.
Well, if I can flip around.
Hey, Richard, how are you?
If I can flip around the driver's seat, then that's not really necessary. But I don't think there's gonna. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
but,
and see, you really can't know till you start to get in there and reconfigure the electrical and all that kind of stuff. So
that's why I was telling Rosie the bed measurement is critical, whether it's full or queen size, because that's going to gauge how much room I'm going to have for the dinette. That's why I'm excited about getting everything out, so we know the space that we're working with. And
and ultimately, to protect myself, I won't be making any decisions at all on. The most I'll do is offer an opinion because, got to be honest, Marshall has a tendency to like something and then back his opinion out later and often change it 180 degrees. So if I let him make every decision about the build, then I won't have anything ever come back on me. And you're the one that said put a double in, now I'm suffering. This BBW won't fit. She was.
Let's take a look at the box that Rosie made. We really thought it out, and Rosie did a tremendous job on that. Think about it: the generator box, how it's installed on there, and how it was made, cut out for the vents, the door. I think she did a great job on her. I'd love to take Rosie's recommendations.
Yeah, but as
on
far as
things.
bed size, I mean, I'm a lot smaller, and for me, like a double bed would be so luxurious. But we're talking about 5 inches, right? Is that what we're talking about? 5 inch difference between a double. I mean, a
It's a
full size.
length. Width is not an issue.
No, width is
Right.
not an
So
issue. Length.
we're talking about 5 inches, which is in a van. Yes, it does make difference, 5 inches. But really, what is that? That's the thing that I was talking about Rosie about. What does that 5 inches affect? Well, we know it'll affect the kitchen. And is it really going to affect the dining area, which I'm more concerned about, which is, like Rosie said, the living space.
Well, I like your idea of the layout. I think that you need a functional sitting place that's comfortable
Very
and not
important to have,
cramped.
not cramped, where you can have a
Cramped.
nice large table and a nice area to sit and
So basically,
eat.
that will almost take up one side. There's a chance to put in a tall closet, not a closet, but cabinetry that's tall and not real deep, that you could also, it might serve as a little break between the seating area, like a half wall between the seating area and the bedroom back there, and give you maybe some storage for
Hanging clothes.
hanging clothes and things like that.
Right.
That's why I want to be really careful how we demo stuff, and to see if any material can be.
I like the open feel of the coach, where
Okay.
there's not, well, where cabinets would be above,
How you doing, spirits?
and then it's open at the bottom, where you just
Hey,
have
diva.
your bed, your kitchen, your dinette, and then just have the cabinets up above, rather than having closets and things hanging around, where it gives you a more claustrophobic
Well, that's
feel.
fine to me. I mean,
Coach,
if you, it can be as open as you want it to be.
But this
But,
dining area is very important, because you want to be able to sit there and put your laptop, have your hookups for everything, have a comfortable place to sit and eat, and also that area is going to house the electrical components, your junction box, your converter box. It's a very essential area. That's to be the area that I'll be spending time in when I'm not laying down in the bed. And
Yeah, I understand
and
that.
when you make the dinette, you have to make it where it's not too high, so my feet aren't dangling, or it's not too low where there's not enough storage. So you have to.
That side's not a big issue. The other side is going to take a lot more engineering to configure things around and get a sink in there, a fridge, and a propane
Well, as far as
stove.
Rosie's idea with the fridge, it's a good idea, but when you're dealing with a camper van kitchen, you've seen the road treks. They have a smaller built-in refrigerator. It doesn't really fit that many things. So the ice chest style refrigerator, that I'm imagining the best place for it would be to have a slider under the bed,
A stargazer.
where you could slide the fridge out and put it back in. Not only are you going to get more space in the fridge, those fridges are cheaper. You can move them around if you want to bring it outside.
What kind of fridge are we talking about? A side by
A
side
chest-
fridge and
no,
freezer and.
Well,
fridge?
actually, if you think about it, under you have a different options. You can. Does the refrigerator look nice in the kitchen aesthetically?
No, I'd rather have more room for a cook surface, a couple drawers for stuff,
Right.
and then have a sink there.
Yeah, if you
know?
think about the design of it, right? You put a fridge there, it's down on the bottom, and it's hard to reach for things. And you'll be in the aisleway. Now, does it look good aesthetically for a camper van look? Yes. It'll be a smaller fridge. It'll be harder to access. Plus, they're more expensive than ice chest style fridge. Now, it could be done, and you could also have the option for the ice chest style fridge, or you even have room under the bed where you could put at the face of the bed where you could put the fridge right
Here's
there.
the
Also,
deal.
when the ice chest style, what I like about it is it's on a slider, and when you're not using it, you would slide it back in on a sliding system, and it'll be out of the way, and it would hold much more food. And it's
Okay. Well, the thing is, you've got to secure that before
Right.
the actual. If you expect that to be part of the integral build of the
Of the
bed,
bed, yeah.
you need to secure that thing. You know, because things have to be built around that, design for height clearance and a drawer pull up the center to pull something like that out to access it. So
Right.
that's
It's
actually not a bad idea. Take care, catcher on the ride, to have a slide
yeah.
fridge on the back.
If Rosie can take a look at a lot of the camper van builds, a lot of people have did that. I really like that because, like I said, they're larger. They hold more things. You can have one where you can set it as a freezer or a fridge. There's some of them are dual zone, and they're cheaper. They're a lot cheaper than the
Well, you got to
the
figure that
ones.
it's also got to be safe. I'm not a big advocate of, you know, sleeping over refrigeration. I mean, if one thing catches fire on RVs, it almost always tends to be refrigeration units. So,
Yeah.
but you know, we just have to see. Let's see. Let me get rid of this. Here we go. Let me hide this.
I think it also would be nice if Rosie were to help me build
That's a fake one. It was posting on Colleen's.
a custom wood box between the two seats. Maybe that's removable where you could put things in there for extra storage, like your GPS and things like that. It'd be nice to have a little storage box
Well,
there.
ideally, you have lift up lid on the seat that gives you storage down below it, right? And then you have a cushion on top of that seat.
Well, that's for the dinette, yeah.
Yeah, everything has to be built for storage, for future storage
Right.
in those areas. So,
But I think taking a look at IKEA is something that me and Rosie should do to see what cabinets are available. Because I've heard there's some really good ideas for upper cabinets.
you know, you need to carry one theme through. You can't have a mismatch of melamine.
Taking a look at the mattress stores and seeing what's available for mattresses
Take
out
care,
there.
RA.
Maybe I can wait till Black Friday where you get a better deal, but there's a lot of different mattresses around there to get an idea and feel of what kind of mattress I would want, the size, because those are the two big main things. Is the mattress is a big deal, and the second thing is the dinette. And I know Rosie's talking about the kitchen, but that's not as big of a deal as the dinette and the.
Well, I still think the fridge should be next to the stove and the sink. I mean, right, the golden triangle of cooking. But I'm not, like I say, at the end of the day, you have to live with it, not me. So,
Well, yeah, I mean it's you know, I think that could be done, but like I said, the ice chest. If you're living in a van and you have an ice chest style refrigerator, and you're cooking, you're not going to cook that much in the van. But say if you do,
well, you
know.
need you store yogurts and whatever
and little things like that.
Yeah.
But an ice chest style, you can store a lot more for a longer period of time, and that's what I see a lot of people doing on YouTube. So maybe Rosie can look at some of them and get ideas. I think what I was envisioning was before a long time ago.
We have to do a scale layout, Alley Pally, and then shift components around, scaled to it to see how things are gonna see what kind of room is available.
Two essential things that I wanted out of the way was a homemade toilet. Like say I've got a 5-gallon bucket and the refrigerator under the bed. If those are under the bed and everything else is opened up in the coach, you could open up your cabinet for storage.
Yeah, I like that too, JK. I like the under bed. I just have to make sure ventilation shouldn't really be an issue there because the frame needs to have a lot of holes put in it for airflow and other things. As long as heat's not an issue down there. So you got to make really sure that these whatever fridge unit you buy is really UL approved and is going to be a safe unit. You know, most of this stuff's coming out of China now. I've not heard any stories of problems. I've heard stories of domestics going up in flames and other things. So, but you're going to have to. Auburn is out of gas. Yeah, I hear you, HX. This state is just gone down the tubes.
One of the
Yeah,
best.
get plenty of beer, Alley Pally. That's it, honey.
Some of the best RV refrigerators.
Send over that Yorkshire pudding, honey.
A lot of these refrigerators, people use them out there. There's a lot of videos on them and very interesting applications. So,
well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, on to the next subject. Yes, Las Vegas is coming up. I'm getting increasingly excited about that. I want to try to maybe hit a Halloween type of ghost theme. Maybe go creeping around with Marshall and some. He's not smiling over here.
I'm the only thing I'm interested in Vegas is to check out the nightlife. I know, Rose. I'm looking forward to meeting the people there, the fellow YouTubers. Yes, I'm looking forward for that. Checking out the nightlife. The haunted things, that would be cool. Yeah, I would.
I mean, if you just play it by ear on the deal. I like the nightlife too. I enjoy the nightlife.
I would.
But it's got to be on a budget. You know, that's the problem.
Yeah, I would. You know, I enjoy.
How cheap can you do it?
I enjoy the street chooching too, but the kind of street chooching I like is Tijuana. I like the street life too. I'm an urban explorer. It's just that Rosie likes a certain kind of. To me, I think that the ultimate street life is Tijuana. I don't think anything can beat that. Maybe the only thing that would come close would be Thailand, but there was a little bit something there for Rosie. But
I mean, Hong Kong has big nightlife. Tokyo has huge nightlife. I mean,
Rosie did not want to venture.
Today is Taiwan. Today, Zonghua Mingguo Gongxi Gongxi Ni. Zong Izhou Yi Nian Dao Shenzai. The People's, the Republic of China on Taiwan. Happy 10-10 Day. Go ahead.
Just one question for you about urban exploring, right? You know, when Rosie first started on YouTube, I remember the Rosie Springer Hangouts. That's what she was famous for. 8-hour hangouts, 16-hour hangouts. You know, she had that. What inspired you, right, to go from the Rosie Springer Hangouts to now street, urban, choochin exploration? That's a big change.
Well, what you don't know is since 2013, I was putting up street videos virtually every day.
Right.
Walking around neighborhoods. The difference was I was recording it.
Right.
I'd have something to talk about walking along chooching.
Right.
And then I would come home and upload a 10-minute or 15-minute chooch every day. You guys got to remember, I've been on YouTube since January 3rd, 2013. And I've been on every single day since then, except one day in 2013. So there's a ton of content. Yes, I've stripped a lot of it out, but I transitioned once I found the technology got better for live streaming and you didn't have the horrendous pictures, then it became more fun to do live stream. Plus, I like to interact with people in the side chat too, and people are kind and they'll tip if they're liking the stream and they can do the text to speech and it comes up on.
Why weren't you on that one day? You said you never.
Oh, that's when the channel went down, and I didn't. I had to develop the Rosie Murphy channel, so it took me about a day. Homeless shelter nightlife. There's that enormous scaled shelter there. That is a gigantic. How you doing, Christina? Yeah, and also I want to do. Yeah, I got tons of videos chooching along in the hoods. All kinds.
I've always wondered what's.
Look at my playlist. My 15 funniest YouTube moments. Almost all of them are outside that.
I've always wondered what's Rosie's fascination on homeless people or the tent. When you talk homeless people, these tent people that live.
If I go to Vegas. I know there's people in the Wynn and the Encore that are multi-millionaires.
Right.
Their lives don't interest me, to tell you the truth. Some people would say, go to the fancy neighborhoods and show us the fancy places. To me, not interested. Not interested in me. To me, having grown up on the streets and stuff like that, there's always that connection with what happens on the street. And it's not searching out homeless people.
No.
It's walking along and encountering people, striking up a conversation with them, and then things happen, pop-up parties and things like that. It's not a determined search to go out and find homeless people and talk to them. I'm a very gregarious person. I love to talk to people on the street, and most of them are very fascinated to be on live stream and to be on YouTube. But I don't have any interest in. I don't relate well with rich people and well-to-do people.
Right.
I'm not curious about that lifestyle. I'm not curious. To me, the real living happens on the streets and stuff. So,
Right.
well, he's houseless but not homeless, Kitten Cat.
Now, people that are living in vehicles, um, the people that are living in a vehicle, if it's not a motorhome, they call them rubber tramps here in the West, or they're living in car dwellers. The definition, I think, of somebody homeless is someone who does not live in a vehicle, someone who's living in a tent. And actually, a motorhome, when you talk about motorhomes, they're considered legally to be a domicile. A motorhome is not a vehicle. It's considered, behind the cab is considered a domicile. I can drink alcohol back there legally, and it's considered my home and domicile legally. So it's far from being homeless. And even a person who living in a car is a person, they're considered legally to be homeless, but they're car dwellers. But you can look it up. There's laws on that all over the country about.
Well, I mean,
motorhomes.
to me, I don't have a, everybody's got to be somewhere. If you can be in a van as opposed to be on the street, that's fine. I mean, that's, to me, you've proven over 4 years that you can live in a van and, continue living. You've taken this, you've actually taken and shown more content, I think, than most of the RVers that are out there. And let's face it, we're bringing the content we like to bring in urban areas, which is kind of a rarity on YouTube.
Because
So.
most of the RVers are not into urban
Woo! There you go, Ben.
exploration. They like to go to. Me and Rosie do things that are not touristy. We go off the beaten path. We go to third world areas.
Yeah.
We eat in places that are not mainstream. We go to places that are not mainstream.
Yeah. So I look forward to that. I think Friday night we'll see, depending on how Missy Jenn feels. One thing I've always wanted to do here is do a taco crawl up the Avenue of Love here, and you saw how many places, trucks and things like that. I think it might be an interesting Friday night foodies to go down and go to various places and check out the food.
I was going to ask you about
taco trucks and things like that.
What's the whole thing with the wine and cheese tasting up here? Can you find some places to do that?
I mean, the area is baked in. I mean, you got Corbel Champagne Cellars up the road near Guerneville. You've got more wineries here that you can shake a stick at. But wine and cheese tasting events are typically things that you'll go to, and you'll pay $25 to $40, and you'll have what they call a flight of different wines, and then they'll put out different cheeses, and they'll usually set that up on a bar.
Do they allow you to video it?
Well, I've never had any problems with videoing wineries. The only time I got turned down, I wanted to fly a drone over. I wanted to fly a drone over the castle. There's one place, winery, that has a beautiful castle-like place out front of it.
Yeah.
And I went in and asked permission, and they're like, "Nah, I could have gone out to the road and flown it and then overflow, but I'm not that kind. I could have overflown their property, but I'm not the kind of person to do that. I do got to get the drone going again. It's just a confidence factor. It'd be nice to take the drone out and fly that, but there's something very mind-numbing when a $2,000 object drops 50 feet in a dead drop and just crashes in the ground, right? And there's another $250 to repair it. That scarred me, man. When that happened, my confidence went down the tubes.
Go down, Rosie?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we had it recalibrated properly or something when I took it out. I don't think it was calibrated properly. Hey, Joey D, just back from lunch. Yeah, well, I'll try to get the drone out and and get a little more confidence with that. Okay, it is a really nice drone. It can go a mile and a half, 2 miles. There's a lot of drone videos on the two channels. You can look them up. When they cleared the homeless people out behind the Dollar Tree, I was on the ground. Missy Jenn had the drone in the air while they were had that police action and moving people out of there and everything. So it was pretty cool. Oh, I've Jordan Blue. I've worked since I was 14 years old. I've never been without a job. But it's just I wonder if it's a generational thing because I see the world has changed so much now, Jordan Blue. 18, 22, 25-year-olds that they seem to have now, a lot of them adopted the attitude that life is for living and, I'm just going to work enough to put some coin in my pocket and then I'm going to enjoy life and then I'll pick up another job here and there. That kind of frightens me a little bit, the dropping work ethic here. But I was a totally different generation. I mean, I told my dad at 14, gee, I'd really like to have a World Traveler Schwinn bicycle, and it was like $113 or something like that back in the early 70s. And he's like, man, that's great. Go get yourself a job, and I'll come check out the bike when you get it.
I've been always.
And I went out to General Products Corporation and was taken on as a junior apprentice painter for them. I got my work permit and was a junior apprentice painter with them. And I was painting ceilings of libraries and stuff like that. So I've shucked corn, 13 bushels of corn a day for 2 months. Now you talk about a mind-numbing job for $1.70 an hour. And that was at Ocean City, Maryland. And every morning the corn man would come over the hill and take 13 bushels of corn, and I had to be the sucker to sit outside while everybody else is in air-conditioned comfort. I'm sweating my ass off in the heat and humidity shucking corn. That kind of stuff gets you kind of close to the ground, you know what I mean? And then I took it from there. You got a hay hauling license when I was, how old, JK? It got kind of screwed up. So today, Elvis isn't unusual. There's a lot of young people now, like social media has become the coin of the realm. Like, how well connected are you on social media? How many followers do you have on Instagram? Or
Right now, the new trend of, and I'm not a millennial, but the new trend of making money is online.
Yes, I am.
Everybody's making money. The internet has changed the whole world. The internet, look at shopping malls. Shopping malls are going out of business. Everybody's ordering from Amazon. Everybody's making money online with YouTube or whatever else they're doing. The trend is the new jobs in the 21st century are online. People are getting into the IT industry. People are doing stuff online. That's the new trend. If you're not making money on the internet, you're not with the times. And everybody in here that's watching, that's in that side chat, every one of you can make money on the internet, whether it's YouTube or something else. Take advantage of it. It's a tool that we have. It's a technology that has been given to us, and you should take full advantage of it. And I advise every one of you that's in that audience, open up a YouTube channel. Monetize.
Yeah, I got the bike alley pally, and 2 weeks after I got it, it was stolen. It was gone. I went inside to grab something at a friend's house. I came outside and the bike was gone. That was it. I never had another bike after that.
Rosie,
I bought at 15. I bought a 1951 Chrysler Imperial Crown Victoria for $15 and proceeded to do a restoration on that. The first Chrysler Hemi engine, by the way.
I'm surprised.
Firepower, yeah.
I'm surprised, and I've always wanted to have a bicycle as an RVer to get around and cover more ground. Because I've always told Rosie you can cover more ground with a bicycle or driving around than walking. But she said adamantly for a long time she refuses to have a bicycle that is dangerous.
I won't ride a bike
with a bicycle, and I'm surprised because many RVers, many nomads, most of them, a high percentage of them have bicycles, and I'm surprised that
I can't
Rosie.
say I wouldn't, but I can say I'd be very careful where I drive it. People get killed on bikes around here all the time. So people coming out drunk out of wineries and wine tasting events and winery crawls from one to another. Um, let's see. Oh, you retired at 46. How about that? That's good for you, Tina.
I
And
remember going into New York City. It was so much walking. I wish I had a bicycle. Same thing with New Orleans. There's so many places of urban exploration. You just can get so much around. So you can only walk so much, and there's a lot of places to explore.
hey,
And
Diane, thank you. Says Missy Jen. Diane, two campers, Jen. Jen, Jen. Diane, two campers sends her regards.
Something regards.
Diane, two campers. Yeah, asked about you. Nice to see. She's giving you a kiss there. Anyway, more content coming up later today. I know Elvis will probably go live and update his situation. I'm gonna. There's Missy Jen. Woo! Don't block her. Don't block her. Whatever you do, there she is. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I want to get onto the electrical system again on the Lisa Marie here. I want to thank you guys. He'll be going
are we gonna
live.
do a live hangout on mine
Uh,
later on tonight or when?
if you want to, I don't know. I mean, we'll just play it by ear. So we'll see. I mean, I'm always up for a hangout. It doesn't matter. But for the next couple of hours, I
She's
just
gonna
want
be
to.
working on.
Yeah, I want to get.
Yeah, we got to get some stuff
Yeah,
done.
I want to take advantage of the good weather and make a little hay.
And the
there.
daylight.
Yeah, exactly. So typically, I don't know. You usually go live about 4 or 5 in prime time, and then tell people I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live later on
Yeah.
tonight, probably prime time, 6, 7 o'clock. I want to take advantage of the sunlight here and work out.
And then I'll be doing a late night baking or something, or a trollorama or something like that on the channel. Not sure if I wouldn't mind making up some spaghetti tonight and kind of live streaming that too. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, what does that mean? You paid that 300 back to Rosie for that GoFundMe? Oh, come on, grumpy old man. Give me a break. Anybody knows me knows that I'm not frivolous with my money. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. That's what I don't like about YouTube. People will take a falsehood and run with it regardless of what the truth is. So anyway, I'm going to have a great day. Jenny Hansen, nice to see you. Thank you. And have a wonderful day, everybody. Woo.